And with physical media, you will not only get like the theatrical cut, possibly the director's cut, the TV cut, the international cut, and that's just a big win all around for physical media. And I absolutely cannot wait to see how many more TV cuts we can get. Hello, fellow followers, and welcome back to FanZcene. And today, for you, we need more TV cuts as a special feature on Blu-rays. I bring this up because if you haven't noticed lately, well, it's been sort of common practice here lately, if possible, on boutique Blu-rays to get the TV cut of a film. And I've noticed here lately they are starting with like studio releases, especially with like the upcoming Real Genius 4K release. We're getting the TV cut of Real Genius on 4K. And some of you may be asking, why the TV cut? Why would you want something that's edited, censored, that you saw on TV? Well, it's actually rather more important than you think, because a lot of us actually grew up with these TV cuts, and I do believe this is a little bit of where the Mandela effect comes in for some people. I can't speak into the Mandela effect. I don't know much about that other than like the Berenstain type thing. But a lot of us actually grew up with the TV cuts of films, and with those TV cuts, if you didn't know, in the early 80s and 90s, they would take these movies after the theatrical runs, and they would be allotted for a certain amount of time on TV. And in order to flesh out that time, or to minimize the time, they would add in scenes that were actually deleted from the film without the director and all them knowing, or they would cut out scenes, and then of course you would have the censored words. Instead of the F word, you'd have fudge or something stupid. And in some cases, like the Pulp Fiction TV cut, the actors would come back and ADR redub their lines for the TV versions, because there's a lot of cussing in Pulp Fiction, and it's Quentin Tarantino. And a lot of times, like I said, we grew up watching these before we actually saw the theatrical release. And so that's why sometimes when you actually saw the theatrical version of the movie, whether it may be on HBO or premium channel when you got older, or if you rented it from the video store or something, when you watched it, you go, wait a minute, this is not how I remember it. Because a lot of people, we sort of don't register it at the line, because maybe we were younger and stuff, we saw it on TV, we really enjoyed it, we thought it was cool, and you're like, yeah. And then you go into the theatrical version and you think, this wasn't in it, or hey, where's that scene where this happened? That's because, that's why TV cuts are sort of important now, and I would like to see more of on theatrical or studio releases and boutique Blu-ray releases. And if you're lucky, like the Umbrella Ghoulies 1 and 2 Blu-ray set that I just got, it has 2 TV cuts of the Ghoulies 1, and it's really cool too, because I don't know how they did this, but they have like the commercials. One is from the 80s. It's a broadcast of Ghoulies from the 1980 something, I can't remember the year, up in Ohio, and it's got all the commercials. It's got, everything. It's really cool. It's really neat. And plus, added in scenes for the Ghoulies. And the other one is from like the early 2000s from the WB. It's got commercials for the WB TV shows and stuff. And it's like a horror movie host hosting it, which is really cool. I really like that. So I really liked seeing these TV cuts being added to Blu-rays or 4Ks. And I really think they're important. And, important to physical media collectors and lovers like myself. Maybe not to so many other people out there that, it's not something that you will actively seek out to want to watch when you put in your Blu-ray DVD for people that are just wanting the movie. But for someone who collects and who likes seeing special features, and because special features are important because it helps with showing you how the movie was made and everything. And for filmmakers, it helps a lot of filmmakers out there. Early DVDs and Blu-rays actually inspired a lot of people in filmmaking, seeing in the process how it was made, because we don't get quite those special features anymore unless you buy boutique Blu-rays. And so I would like studio releases and boutique Blu-rays to add a little more special features like this, and the TV cuts. I think the TV cuts are really cool. And like I said, I do believe that's a little bit how the Mandela effect with certain movies come from. Like I said, I can't speak too much on that. I don't know a whole lot about that, but I do believe that. Like, if you've seen something in a movie and then you watch the theatrical cut, you may not realize that it's the theatrical cut, not the TV cut, because you grew up with the TV cut. It's just what I'm saying. But it's really neat, and I'm looking forward to see what the TV cut on Real Genius looks like. I got a couple TV cuts myself on my boutique Blu-rays. They're really neat. They're really cool, and it's really fun to see these various forms of cuts of these films, and that's really cool. And it's something you don't get on streaming, which is another big plus for physical. And in some cases, like on Disney Plus, which I did a video about here, which I didn't quite realize at the time when I did the video, but Disney Plus actually has the TV cut of Adventures in Babysitting, and it's never been fixed. Never been fixed since they cut the movie, the TV cut, and that's the cut that's been aired and used by Disney ever since. I'm not even sure if it's on the Blu-ray, the actual cut of the film. I think that might still be the one on the Blu-ray. I'm not sure. Somebody fill me in on that. For the last I remember, I still think it's the Don't Fudge with the Babysitter. So big plus here. So with Disney, you never know, because it's hard to get the physical media with Disney, because Disney will edit, especially their new ones and their streaming. So physical media will always have the edge. And with physical media, you will not only get like the theatrical cut, possibly the director's cut, the TV cut, the international cut, and that's just a big win all around for physical media. And I absolutely cannot wait to see how many more TV cuts we can get. Hopefully we get some more like the Ghoulies. That's really cool. I know some people like commercials, but it's kind of cool to go back and take a step back in time and see these weird commercials and how they aired movies on TV once upon a time, because it's very different. The landscape for TV is very, very different now. It's all streaming. It's just all streaming. It's not what it once was, but it's kind of cool to go back and see like these old, coming up next on channel whatever, and this, and it's just really cool to see it. So I hope anybody that sees this, anybody that makes Blu-rays or anything to see this, give us more TV cuts. We need more TV cuts. I know they may not be the most popular amongst people, but I think they're something that's needed as a special feature on your Blu-ray or 4K. So let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section down below. Do you guys remember any TV cuts that maybe after you saw the theatrical cut, you were kind of confused and it messed you up a little bit, like that wasn't in this? Let me know that in the comment section. I would like to know if any of those TV versus theatrical cuts messed you up. Well, not messed you up, but like confused you when you saw it. So let me know all that in the comment section down below. If you liked what you saw here, please hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. I would truly appreciate that. If I earned your subscription, share this video out for everybody to see. I thank you for watching wherever you guys are. Please have a great, safe, happy, healthy day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Godspeed, and always continue to support physical media.